Welcome to Rebel and Lexi Reacts, and tonight we are going to try to do a couple movies for you guys. The first one is an oldie but a goodie. It is classified as a horror movie. It was released back in 74?
75.
75, and it stars, is it Karen Black? Is that who it was? Yeah. The only thing I had ever really seen her in before was this, and then in the movie House of a Thousand Corpses. She is a brilliant actress in the things that I have saw her in. I probably have saw her in some other things, and I just don't remember until I, stumble up on them. Maybe just browsing through somewhere trying to find something to listen to or watch sometimes. But this movie is 3 different stories, and this, I think, can almost be the beginning of a M. Night Shyamalan kind of thing. And when I say that, I mean it's because these stories have the most awesomest twists to them. I think you're really going to enjoy it. If you've never watched it before, you're going to like it. If you have seen it before, then you know absolutely what a great movie this is. And like I say, it's older, but it is a good one. So sit back and enjoy Trilogy of Terror.
Oh, some wool dress. Hi.
Oh, look how old that is with all those
Math class.
long skirts
There you
and
go. Oh, your coat's
probably,
terrific. The whole thing's terrific.
A lot more coverage than today.
yeah, the, just want to
God, have
call
you
them
ever seen so
bell
many dogs
bottoms.
in one place?
Trouble with you, Chad, is you're just spoiled.
Yeah, I know.
This guy here is your garden variety chauvinist pig.
Yes, Karen Black.
Yes, Karen Black.
That's ugly.
He is a chauvinist male pig, and I don't really look
She's
at
got the
men that
weirdest
way,
idea.
but they made him a huge heel
What she looks like
jerk
under
in
all
this
those
movie,
clothes.
and you're gonna love to hate him.
Eldridge?
Can you make this bigger on the screen?
You kidding?
No, oh yeah, I can actually. Oh,
I'm
forgot
not
people.
kidding. It's kind of like the idea just jumped into my head.
They call this X-rated.
X-rated.
Yeah.
What's X-rated?
This movie.
Who said that? Oh no, it's X-ray. It's X-ray view. No, it was actually I don't remember the rating, but it said 16 and up on it when
I'd
it
say
came on.
R.
Yeah, that's crazy that it was for ages 16 and up back in 75, considering they were made way more conservative, I would say. But then there's the
Because of the alcohol and substance abuse.
right. But this
Can anyone tell me why
I don't know, back in the day, I
Fitzgerald's
think
name
would
is on
be
the bottom?
I don't even know what you would call it.
Because Fitzgerald's liberated work of the 20s, beginning with This Side of Paradise, formed the base for the extended realism of both Hemingway and Faulkner.
Quite correct. I would like to amplify this aspect of the discussion,
well.
but I see by the clock that our time is up.
He just looks freaking
Your assignment
Like a
is to resolve
sneaky and a
class. Will be
pervert
the final
and
chapter
evil.
For whom the bell tolls. You are to summarize this chapter with special emphasis on the protagonist's time
Some people just
continuum
naturally look
thought
mean.
processes, relating to his father's death and his
You
own
wonder, what did the
early
parents do
years.
intentionally to make their kids look mean?
Class is dismissed.
Well, they look like either mom, dad, a little bit of both, or maybe somebody off in the family tree somewhere. I really think that Karen Black had such great bone structure. I think she was very pretty. And loved her in the House of Thousand Corpses as well, but she was the bomb in this one. You know, A+++++. I mean, the bomb.
Thank you, Chad.
You're welcome.
Couldn't figure out if he was Chad
carry
or
a lot of
Chet.
books.
Yes.
I think it's Chad.
Miss Eldridge, you go to the movies much?
Sometimes, not often.
No? I do. A lot. But
Well,
then I
it's
tend
good
think
to
of
know.
pictures.
Oh,
Yeah, you see, my hobby is photography.
well, that's very interesting.
I thought that maybe we
It's
could...
very nice talking with you, Chad, but I do have to.
I think it is Chad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See you.
Yeah, swap.
You're really serious about that, aren't you? Well, you got any funny ideas, you better forget it. Don't go messing around with
He
teachers.
looks so familiar to me, and I
really?
can't figure out why. I know he's in another movie. I just can't figure out what he looks
We've
like.
seen
in
too
the
many
movies.
people in too many movies. You just forget.
Okay. Good night. Night.
You want to tell somebody else? Have a nice time.
Well, I didn't really like. If you worked at it, you could be attractive. That was sort of rude.
It is
thought.
mean.
I mean, I know she meant well, but ugh,
That's mean. Apparently, she already attracted people.
apparently she may like this look on her.
I mean, sometimes you ain't even really gotta try.
Yeah, she got a gob of doggone hair.
Oh yeah.
If only. Love to have that.
Well, I
much
do, but
hair.
mine likes to have a mind of its own, tangles and knots, and gives me problems. And it frizzes up,
Well,
and
you've
it's
got
dry.
good hair. Yeah, you've got good hair. Unfortunately, you didn't get thick hair like your dad's side of the family.
Like her?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, look at all the hair. Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Obviously, it had some natural curl in it because it was so poofy. That is a lot of hair. I don't believe they were too huge on wigs. I wouldn't think. Maybe they were. Who knows?
That was a lot of hair, though, really.
And actually, now that I thought about it, her hair is different in all of these. So, which one was her real hair? I don't know.
I think brown was her actual hair.
I mean, just the actual
That
length or
scene in
whatever.
Sanctuary where Faulkner has his character Popeye rape the girl. I prefer Fitzgerald. Suggests violence.
Faulkner was just telling it like it is. I
I'd
guess
say
some
she
people
maybe started
enjoy
out with long
violence,
hair, but then
lead
cut it.
perverted lives.
Maybe.
And speaking of perversion, there's a wonderful old vampire pic playing down at the Village Drive-In this Friday. It's all in French with English subtitles. It's a real classic. How about going to see it with me?
No,
For
thanks.
reasons of cultural expansion.
Cultural expansion. Boy, that's a line.
Cute Chad, but
That's a real good excuse.
you know, teachers
that
often
is
love to take
sarcasm.
cues. Or didn't you know that?
So who will find out? My lips are sealed. I won't tell.
You have your pick of all these lovely co-eds, Chad. Why would you want to date me?
Because I prefer maturity in a woman. All those others, they're just a bunch of kids.
Well, who's told him he was an adult? Or mature, for that matter.
We've already said men mature a little later than women.
Oh, I think I recognize this movie. I don't know, though. He said it was in another language with subtitles. Looks familiar, though. Her with her clip-on earrings. That's so funny.
You look like you could use a drink.
Yes, I guess I could.
Barnaby, 2 large root beers.
Ugh, root beer. Ugh.
Give me a Coca-Cola and I'll love you.
$1.
But how about you trust me with the drinks? Because I don't trust anyone else getting my drink for me. Because we all know what happens with that.
I don't even think those had lids on them, did they?
They did.
Okay. Because he looked like he just dropped the straws and
Oh, no, I
started
don't.
stabbing
No,
them
never
in.
mind. I don't think it did. Yeah, no, it didn't. Never mind.
Giving her a little boost, little something in her drink.
I feel like I've seen that movie before.
It does look familiar, but if it is in another language, then I know I didn't watch it.
Maybe we'd seen it somewhere else.
Here's your drink.
Thank you.
Ugh. I'd say you better get me a Coke.
Tastes bitter.
Yeah, mine too. I guess they're not putting enough syrup in them.
Probably because it's root beer.
Gross.
I've only had root beer maybe twice, and it's bitter and disgusting.
Pretty nasty.
That's just my opinion, though. You ain't gotta take my word for it.
I like them. just that I like you better.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to think of I need to swallow and I can't swallow because I'm thinking of it. There it goes.
Get another drink or something. It usually
did.
works.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
Do you want to get out and get some air?
Literally, that soda just fell over in his car.
Those old cars back in the 70s, they were like tanks, but boy did they last.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do something for you?
Yeah, I need a room for the night, me and my wife. The name's Harker, Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Harker.
There's that photography that he does on the side, hard at work.
People, please be careful who you talk to and who you hang with.
Well, I guess you would have thought, in her normal circumstances, that a student wouldn't be this way. But I mean, you gotta think about back in the 70s. I mean, we had serial killers out there, you know, Bundy and.
There's literally teenagers in middle school that will do nasty things to people.
Well, today's a different.
You have 9-year-olds carjacking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, back in this time, it was a different time, so I think some of this may have been a little unheard of. I would think.
What time is it?
It's late. We're home.
Just want to know how
Boy,
he
you
fixed
must
her
have
hair
really
back up.
enjoyed.
Well, you can tell it didn't miss, like, in a more of a mess.
I fall asleep.
Oh, messy for sure.
I'm sorry. I mean, this has never happened to me before.
I'm just sorry that I took you to such a boring picture.
Sicko.
Well,
People can be sickos, people.
I warned you at least. I told you I wouldn't be a very exciting date.
Forget it. I decided to let you sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I figured with all the work you do, you needed the rest.
Oh, yes, you're so innocent.
Still, I'm afraid
So
I spoiled
charming.
your evening.
No. I had a fine time.
Don't ask anybody to get your drink. You better make sure you watch them get your drink. Or let's go with them and get it
I like
yourself.
where her and that other woman live. I don't know if it's
Hey,
a whole house or if it's
we'd
apartments.
forget about that.
It may be just a whole house, but I think it's her and that girl live there. Otherwise, you probably would have seen other people there.
Can I call you tomorrow?
I don't think so, Chad.
Why not?
Because it was foolish of us to go out tonight. I could lose my job and you could be expelled.
No board of trustees tells me who to see or who not to see. I do what I want.
Now, Chad. No, I really must be firm about this. We can't go out again.
We'll see.
Yeah, bye.
Good night, Julie.
Developing his pictures.
You don't owe anybody anything. If you don't want to go out on a second date, they can't make you.
Sure don't.
That goes for men and women. You do not allow anybody to force you to another date if you don't want to date them again.
I always trust your intuition.
Always trust your intuition. You have it for a reason. And it could save you with some bad trouble.
Hello?
It's me, Chad.
Chad, it's not even 8 o'clock.
I want to see you.
I told you last night that I don't think we should.
Listen, you get dressed, because I'm coming over there right now. You and I are taking a little drive together.
Absolutely not. Now, what's the matter with you? I don't find this at all amusing.
It's not meant to be.
Are Are you ready to tell me why you're behaving this way?
Well, he really thinks he's
Smarty.
real smart.
Well, didn't I tell you? My hobby's photography.
Yeah, you had mentioned that.
You drugged me last night, didn't you? How could you do something this sick?
Well, I think they came out rather well, don't you? Oh, and you can keep these. Because you see, I have the negatives.
I'll call a police check.
No, you won't. First of all, you have no proof that I drugged you. I'll deny it and offer these photos as proof. Tell them you seduced me. That you've got a thing for students. No. I'm sure you don't want the police or anyone else to see these.
Chad. What do you want from me?
They sneaky.
The realism of Faulkner, Steinbeck, Hemingway, and even Hammett opened the doors to a new kind
He
of literary
absolutely
expression
really was very
indigenous to the new American
bold.
frontier experience.
Piss off.
Here was a raw, muscled prose which completely transformed the period and formed a direct bridge.
So you think that was
Linking
like
us
an
all the
English
way
class or
from-
like a literature class?
I'd say more of a literature
That's what I
class.
think. After class, you are to come directly to my apartment. I've got some friends I want you to meet.
From the aesthetic realism of a Dreiser to the rather disheveled. Class is dismissed.
She has proof now.
Class is dismissed.
She has some proof against him.
And that class is completely confused.
And you think that you have witnesses. Because it's all after he had put that book with that note up there, she had gotten very uncomfortable.
Very upset, it seems. That, I think, this day and age is called coercion, blackmail, which I think has been around for a long time.
It's been around for a
actually.
long time.
What are you doing up?
Do you know what time it is? Julie. Will you please tell me what's going on?
Nothing.
You wanted her to get out
Didn't
more?
stay up all night to get that kind of an answer. I'm worried about you.
Yeah, but you wanted her to go out, and she's been out all
It's
day.
been like this for a month now.
I know, but
Julie, this isn't like you. Please tell me what's happening.
I really can't talk about it, Anne.
He wanted a little slave and, well, a slave with benefits, I guess. That's why I said he was a male chauvinist pig.
Hey, I want that on.
I want it off.
Since when does what you want count?
Since now. Tonight. This second. It's all over, Chad. It's over.
Nothing is over until I say it is.
Well, there's 2 lives
I don't
involved,
think so.
so.
You see, I'm bored. And when I'm bored, the game is over.
Bored?
Mm-hmm. Not terrified, not shocked. Just plain bored. Whose idea did you think this whole thing was?
What are you talking about?
What I am talking about, Chad, is that you are a singularly unimaginative young man.
Singularly unimaginative.
Did you really think that that dull little mind of yours could possibly have conceived any of the rather dramatic experiences we've shared? Do you remember the day you watched me walk up the steps? Since that moment, your mind has not been your own. Why do you think you suddenly had the overwhelming desire to see what I looked like under all those clothes?
It isn't as
Don't
it
feel
seems.
bad. I always get bored after a while. Although, there was one boy in Denver who did keep me amused for almost 9 weeks.
9 whole weeks. So this has been a
He
month.
was wonderfully creative. First you'll experience dizziness, then mild paralysis, and then total cardiac arrest.
Woohoo.
You've drugged me.
No, dear, I've killed you.
Well, she's poisoned him, I would think.
Yeah.
I guess a woman can toy with a man, can't she? Back in the 70s, that is.
Honey, she was so bored. She didn't even have any reaction. Well, Evan is gone.
Wow, she
I
planted
told you about those chemicals, Chad.
that idea
How dangerous they could be.
in his head. Awesome. She sure did play the demure woman.
Very well.
He was one of your best students, wasn't he?
Yes, he was wonderfully bright and spirited boy. You know, I warned him about those chemicals. How dangerous they could be.
Two different contexts.
Julie, I can skip work and stay here with you.
No, you go on. I'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, Anne.
Her roommate was so sweet.
At times.
Student dies in fire.
Yeah, her roommate was sweet. At least she checked up on her. Look at that.
Boy, that's the conniving look. And I thought Chad had a good one. Ooh, she's got like a Kathy Bates thing going on here. She has a scrapbook. You remember when Kathy Bates did that for all the patients she had killed? Looks like Julie started it.
Miss Eldridge?
Yes,
Uh-oh.
I'm Arthur Moore. I saw your notice on the board.
and you need help.
Yeah, my lit grades are lousy.
Literature,
Time
his
for me
lit
to
grades.
Of course I do, Arthur. In fact, if you like, we can start right now.
Oh, that'd be great. I like that a lot.
Good.
Didn't he play Trapper John MD, people? I think he did. He was at least in the TV show. Way
I
before
think
my
we're going
daughter's
to be
time.
friends, Arthur.
Law.
Another one.
Very good friends.
Story 2.
And of course, same actress as the main.
And I am alone in the house. Therese is out cavorting with one of her men. On this night when Father is barely cold in his casket. I ran some old family films to remind myself of when it began. Even then, at 12, she was already using her wiles on him.
12-year-old. 12-year-old
weak,
wiles.
So innocent. Never suspecting the depth of evil in Therese. My spoiled sister. Her sweet little face never fooled me for an instant. I knew the darkness behind it. I knew the fermenting ugliness in her soul.
Mr. Anmar?
Yes?
Please come in. I know what you're thinking. You're wondering how sisters can look so unalike. I have never found it necessary to affect the ways of Therese. Please sit down.
Is she here?
Oh, no. She's gone to a party.
A party? This afternoon at the funeral, she seemed so distraught.
My sister is an unusual girl, Mr. Anmar. I doubt that you truly understand her. Which is why I've called you here.
What do you mean?
But Father worshipped her. And she him. When she was 16, she seduced him.
Now look, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I don't want to hear any more of this.
It was not long after that Mother died. The doctor said it was an accident. That she had taken an overdose of sleeping pills. But it was no accident, Mr. Anmar. It was Therese. She had put those extra pills in her milk.
If this is true, how could you live in the same house while they...
Well, you see, I had no place else to go. I had no money and no way to earn any. No escape.
I'm assuming that this was one of Teresa's men friends.
You don't believe me, do you?
Miss Lorimer, I don't know what to say.
These books show what she is. Demonology, pornography, Satanism, voodoo, witchcraft. These books aren't just relics, Mr. Anmar. She uses them to capture the souls of others. By her own admission, Satan guides her.
You don't really expect me to believe this, do you?
But you must believe me, Mr. Anmar. You see, Therese's soul is damned. And I cannot help her. But I can help you.
Miss Lorimer, I'm afraid you're the one that really needs help.
How naive you are! Do you really think she cares for you? She lies to you. She laughs at you.
Sorry, but I really must be going now.
I know all about that night at Morley and what happened there.
She told you about that?
Yes. She told me everything. Gloated. Bragged about how she was able to corrupt you. My sister enjoys inflicting pain, Mr. Anmar. And apparently she somehow persuaded you to share that perversion. Now do you believe me?
Search is just go.
You are saved.
Her behavior was truly bestial. She's becoming more violent by the day. It's as if Father's death has released the demons within her, and I actually fear for my life.
Hello?
Dr. Ramsey, it's Millie. It's about Therese. She's much worse.
Now, I thought we'd settled that matter. You were going to see about Therese.
But you can't imagine the things she's been saying about me. About us.
Us?
She's jealous of our relationship. She twists it into something lewd and something sordid.
Look, Millie, I have a hospital call to make in your area tomorrow. I'll drop by and we'll talk about this.
Thank you, Doctor.
That big house they live in. Father must have been rich. I love it.
Hi, Doc. Come on in.
Therese.
I've been expecting you.
Very different personality from her sister.
Mm-hmm. They're the exact opposite.
You want a drink?
No, thanks.
Of course not. I suppose you're here on your usual mission.
I know all about what dear little Millicent told you on the phone. I was listening on the extension in my room, you see.
I see.
So, I guess it's just a wasted visit, Doctor. Because I know Millicent won't talk about me when I'm in the house. And here, I am.
Did you destroy her room?
Yes, I destroyed her room. Why shouldn't I? She deserved it. I mean, where does that little twit get off, thinking she's got the right to stick her nose into my affairs? Don't worry, Doc. I'm sure she's got it all straightened up by now, in her proper little housekeeper's manner.
Therese, this hatred has got to stop. You'll destroy yourself.
Oh, I don't think so, Doc. Besides, it's really all Millicent has. Her hatred of me is the only passion in her lonely, pathetic little existence.
Good Lord.
You're really a very handsome man.
Jesus.
Doctor. If you just loosen up a little.
Sir, I think you need to leave.
Oh, did that bother you? Do I make you nervous, Doctor?
You're kind
I
of
don't think we need to carry this any further.
What's the matter, Doc? You still a virgin?
Why don't you just get the hell out of our lives? Don't phone us and don't call on us. Well, leave! And don't ever come back here!
Jesus, what's got your panties in a twist?
She's a meanie, ain't she?
How you walk up the stairs in them heels? Is my question.
Original platforms. Originated in the 70s, I believe.
I'm sorry, I am walking up no stairs and platforms or heels.
Maybe they were in the 60s too. I know they were in the 70s.
Dr. Ramsey's gone, Millicent. He won't be back. What do you think of that, dear little sister? Answer me, you freak!
But I wouldn't answer her, nor would I allow her to enter. I remained locked in my room, silent, while she raged and swore at me. Finally, she staggered back into her own room and fell into a drunken sleep. How I loathe her. I can no longer bear to live in this house and watch evil prevail. Something must be done. Yes. Therese must die.
Tracy, what's wrong? What's the matter?
My doll is broken.
Oh, let me look at it. Why? How did this happen, dear?
Your sister broke it.
Therese? Therese did this? But why? Why did she do it?
I was just playing with my dolly when all of a sudden your sister came running out of the house and yelled at me. She said I was making too much noise. Then she grabbed my dolly and threw it on the ground and broke its head. I hate her, Miss Milton. I hate her.
You poor thing.
She could have just gone to the far side of the house.
I'm in town. I'm going to buy you a brand new dolly.
You will?
Will that make you feel better?
Thank you, Miss Millicent.
When I returned to the house, I was still thinking of Tracy's broken doll. And it was then that the solution suddenly became quite clear. At last I had found the ideal way. How ironic I would use Therese's own books to destroy her.
Voodoo rites and
I began to
Satanism.
collect the necessary items.
Ooh.
Pairings from Therese's long, painted nails.
Ew.
Strands from her lovely blonde hair. The rhinestone buttons from her most lewdly seductive dress. And then, at last, I had all that was required. Therese's life held literally within my hands.
Lovely.
Hello?
Hello, Dr. Ramsey. It's Millie.
I've been trying to reach you since yesterday. Millie, I'm terribly worried. We must talk.
I appreciate your concern, Doctor, but I no longer feel there is any need to talk. You see, things are different now. I found a way to deal with Therese.
Cursing people is not a way to handle things, people. Just please don't do it.
Ugh. Lawsy, look at that. There's the eyes and the hair. Where'd she put the fingernail clippings? Maybe inside.
Probably
this.
inside of it.
Oh, look at that. Oh, she has a pen for that voodoo doll. I do believe that was it.
Millicent? Millie? Millie, you in here?
Oh, there's Therese.
Yep, and the voodoo doll.
This is Dr. Chester Ramsey. 470 Staten Place. I want to report a death. Female, age 26. Cause of death, cause of death unknown.
That's backwards.
Yeah, well, the reason it's backwards is because when you look up in your rearview mirror, you can see it says ambulance. I always thought that for the longest time. Why is it backwards? That would be wrong.
Just a moment.
All right, people, listen
Before
to
you take her
this. This is the twist.
I was the family physician. I knew her quite well. Her name was Therese Millicent Larimore.
Both the girls' names.
The most advanced case of dual personality I have ever seen.
This is Lexie's favorite of the 3 skits here, the 3 little mini movies. Ooh, go. Ooh, go sneeze. Ooh, thank you.
He who kills. Boy, are you ugly.
I think he's cool looking.
Face. Even your mother wouldn't love you.
That's mean.
You should have put that back in the box, sister.
It's very sharp. Arthur's gonna love it.
I'd put it back in the box.
It's a gift, yeah. It should get back in its box.
Well, better get it over with.
Hi, Mom. I couldn't call earlier. I just got home. Mother. Mother, it's about tonight. I know we always spend Friday night together, but I
There
thought...
it is, Mom.
No, I feel all right. It's not bad. Mother, I'm not sick.
Overbearing mother.
Mother, there's a man. His name is Arthur Breslow. He's a teacher at City College. It's his birthday. And, well, I sort of promised him that we'd spend the night, the evening together.
They're not together.
Mother, it has nothing to do with preferring. When do I break my word to you? What do you mean, when? You give me a when. When do I break my promises? Well, of course I love you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, dear. Mother. Mother, I'm not being cruel.
Mothers like this are very damaging to their daughters.
And their sons, especially. I mean, if you want to spend time with your child, don't be forcing it on
2 or
them.
3 nights a week.
Look how many times she spends with her mom all the time.
Mother, please stop treating me like a child. I'm grown up. I'm not yelling.
I'm not yelling.
Here, it's only a sublease. They'll be back in 6 months. like having it for my own. I like being alone. I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry.
See how she's just manipulating her. That's damaging to kids.
If you're a mother like this, shame, shame.
You may need to change just a little bit. Especially if you had a mom like this.
Man. He's kind and gentle. You'd like him. It didn't happen that way. I met him after I rented the apartment.
She's making it seem like she had moved just because of him.
Mm-hmm.
Mother, you should see what I'm getting him for his birthday.
It's a genuine Zuni fetish doll. I found it in a curio shop on 3rd Avenue. Arthur teaches anthropology, that's why I got it for him. It's a Zuni hunting fetish.
Anthropology.
It's
I never heard
really
of that in
interesting.
actual
There's supposed to be some Zuni hunter's spirit inside of it. And there's a golden chain wrapped around it to keep the spirit from making the doll come to life.
Man, why would you get you bow
Come
that?
to life. It says, should the chain be removed, spirit and doll will become one living. Well, that's what it says on the scroll. It comes with a doll inside the box. You should see his face, Mom. Mom?
She obviously lives with mother, and is subleasing this apartment for however long, and there's 6 months left on it. She should allow her daughter to grow up and flourish.
Get a headache.
And to have a life.
Not get a headache. I'm going to take a bath. And then I'm going to meet my fella. And we're going to have a lovely time.
I just wouldn't put my man in danger by getting him something that has a spirit in it.
Well, she said he was a professor of anthropology, so that would probably just
Mom?
It just could have been something. Whoa! Whoa! Bunch of ones in his phone number.
Hello, Arthur. Hi. Well, you know me too well, don't you? It is our one night on the town. You know, every Friday night. Well, you know, I've told you before. I just don't want to hurt her feelings. My moving out was hard enough on her. I know I had every right to move out. That's not the point. Yeah, I realize we planned to spend the evening together, but Arthur, it's only one day. Couldn't we celebrate your birthday tomorrow night? I just don't want to hurt her feelings.
Sometimes I have to celebrate my birthday maybe a week or before or after because my schedule just can't do it.
All right. Bye.
Guess that was one of those types of fridges. I've seen several of those like that.
Well, I think, you just put the doors in, or the shelvings in there the way you want them. I mean, they're made to be removed, but... My allergies are off the chain, people. I apologize. She's gonna bake her a steak.
That's a nice, comfy looking couch.
Very old-fashioned couch. It's a nice apartment, really.
It's a very nice place. Yeah, have you noticed?
What'd you do? Fall off the table?
Dolls disappear, people. I'll be walking out of the apartment by now.
Yep, there's this little waist chain thingy.
Where'd you go?
Did you not pay it no attention what you read?
You know the characters in horror movies gotta be aloof.
Yeah.
Lord, where are you?
Get you a flashlight.
I guess I found you. At least the tip of your spear. How you got that far back?
Well, you did read about the chain coming off and how he comes alive.
Telling you.
We're getting warm.
You ought to at least question.
Little feet running across the floor.
Yeah.
I wanted you to hear that.
Would you not question how that little thing got up and under
The couch that far.
Is that you, little man?
I'm sorry, I'd question why her little feet.
What's going on?
Yeah, like the little doll's gonna answer
Well,
you.
who are you talking to anyway?
Exactly. There's only one person in this apartment. It's you.
Mm-hmm. That is seriously some 70s wallpaper, guys. Oh, her knife gone. That she cut the steak with.
Mochi, don't be playing with anything you're not supposed to.
Oh yeah, the little one's missing.
Come on, Amelia.
I mean, you're not really crazy. Your knife is missing.
You're just not thinking about what you read.
Yeah, there's only you in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And think about what you read about the doll and the scroll.
Mm-hmm.
I like the simple things.
No, you like the antique things.
I mean, literally, people want these big rooms in, like, hotels or these huge house mansions, and I'd rather just have me a simple 2-story and a simple 1-bedroom in a hotel.
That bulb probably just burnt out.
Both bulbs? Wasn't both of them on?
Ma'am. Oh, yay, lovely. His noises is perfect.
Oh, that's an angry little doll.
Girl.
There he comes.
Put like a shield up in front of you or something, like a little pan in there. You can hold that in front of him. And you can kick and you can throw, you can probably crush him or something.
Does her neighbors not hear her screaming?
I guess not. That or neighbors don't really want to get involved.
Well, people used to get involved a good deal back in the day. Now they don't get involved.
Yeah. What are the police really gonna do about this?
Operator, please get the police.
At least she's doing the right thing, call police.
I don't know where I'm located. Just get the police.
Trace the call, Popo.
Emergency. There's a. Just get me the police, please.
Just tell them you're being attacked.
On the bed, on the bed, on the bed. Them blankets gonna need some serious cleaning.
Bloodstains too.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be a professional. Whoa, look at his little glowing eyes.
Mm-hmm. Girl, I'd have already ran out by now. Because it's on the other side of the bed.
Well, he may have run right behind her. The knife under the door. I'm gonna get you.
His little noise.
Poor thing, she ain't got to take her bath yet.
She already had a rough day with her mom and her beau, and now she's got a rough day with this doll. She ain't even able to take her bath yet.
Oh, he picked the lock, peeps.
I thought you were really gonna do it.
Trying to drown the booger. Hey, I mean, she was at least thinking of things to try to kill this thing.
I love the camera.
Yeah, great camera work, shot work. Should have ran out of the apartment, I think. He probably would have come too. Look. Okay, I don't see him pulling on the door because he was way too tiny to reach the doorknob.
Daddy may have been pulling on the bottom.
Yep. Pretty smart.
That's a smart thing. Now stack several of them on top. Oh, what you looking for?
Did it for reals been that? That's why she can't get out, I guess.
I guess it jammed.
No, the thing is supposed to slide, but it's like bowed out where it won't slide. I didn't even notice that. That's why it's worth watching movies over and over.
Oh my god.
Raging in the city.
And you were destroying outside. Oh. That's how this works. You really thought he was gonna be dead after?
Yeah, is she killing it or is she just pissing it off even more?
I mean, literally, it's possessed wood.
Mm-hmm. Just keep it locked, sister. Don't even make me.
I'd have kept it locked. I'd have stacked 2 more suitcases on it and probably a thing of cement. Well, if you have cement in your house. Wow, nice.
Wow.
You think people would do that to Chucky?
Oh, yeah.
They don't do smart moves with Chucky.
Mm-mm. What a murderous piece of wood, man. It's a murderous doll. You don't go in there with that steak.
The steak's already burned. Been in there for a while. I'd cleanse the oven.
Ooh, he burning. She has not had a good night. Disagreement with mom.
Okay.
Disagreement with boyfriend. Zuni doll comes to life. He's attacked her viciously.
And she's burned her steak. She can't even take her bath, and she's been cut a bunch.
She was fighting off a headache.
This girl's had a rough day.
She really has. And the first 2 stories had a twist. What will the twist be on this one? I bet you that steak's not no good now.
I told you, it's been in there for a while. It's burnt.
Bless her heart. She done been bit, slashed, stabbed.
I wouldn't do that. Y'all know what that entails.
Yeah, it was the boyfriend. I kept thinking she was calling the mom. And Lacey says, no, it's the boyfriend.
This is Amelia, Mom.
Oh, it is the mom.
It is the mom. No, I was right.
Sorry,
They both had ones in their numbers.
Sure did.
I think we should spend the evening together just the way we planned. It's kind of late, though. Why don't you come by my place, and we'll go from here? No, I'm all right.
My eyes look different.
Good. I'll be waiting for you.
Well, that thing's been...
Wow, she pulled that shiz right off. She has a knife in her hand. Okay.
And she looking a little freaky.
She is looking a little on the freakazoid side.
Didn't get to take her bath.
Sure didn't. Huh. Have you figured it out yet, peeps? I know y'all are very quick. Considering the movies we have nowadays.
How she had the lovely teeth, too.
So for those who can't figure it out, Lexi, explain what happened in this last one.
Basically, she burned the spirit out of the doll, and when she opened the oven, basically the spirit possessed her.
She freed the spirit by burning, actually, the
vessel
that this spirit was in. The chain actually was supposed to keep the spirit in the vessel, which she read on the scroll. And she obviously was not
somehow left her.
Right. She wasn't succeeding in being able to kill this thing or get rid of this thing. So she burned it. And then she just became the thing when the smoke came out. So, but as I said before, it's an old movie. It's a really good movie. I mean, if you like old horror, this is definitely one that you should try to see. I just blew my own mind just a minute ago when I'm looking at something. Okay, anyway, it's definitely worth a watch. And if you're like me and Lexi, we love to rewatch horror movies. We like old, we like new. We are pretty judgmental of some of the stuff. We don't particularly like extremely far-fetched things that are released nowadays. But when horror movies were made back in the day, these were all new ideas to them. So a lot of what happens in the horror movies now are different plays or different takes on maybe something that's been made before.
Basically, a bunch of reruns.
So, I've not seen this be remade, and I've not seen anybody go off of anything, at least not the first two. The third one, I guess you could sort of kind of, I don't know, compare it to the Chucky type movies, I suppose. I know it's a little bit different because actually he puts himself in the doll, and then this doll actually already had it and was sort of kind of the spirit was maintained within it because of the chain. But
thing is, it hadn't tried to been remade. There's no idea that's similar to it.
And why? And this always has been my argument with remakes on movies. And like I say, this hasn't been remade that I know of. I know there is a Trilogy of Terror Part 2. I have never saw it.
It's not as good as the first one.
She has saw it, but I am not a huge liker of sequels. A lot of times they get cheesier and cheesier. Sometimes they may get a little better. And then sometimes they go really overboard. So I do not like remakes, typically. So this was good to me. It is one of Lexi's favorites, as I said. And actually, my husband introduced it to her dad. Did he introduce it to you? Yeah. Obviously, we introduce her to all these movies and stuff, which is why she is just like tough as nails as far as horror movies go. And
I ain't never been scared of horror movies.
Haunted houses, trails, things like that.
Yeah,
it's just fun for her because it's just a normal thing. So, but anyway, that was Trilogy of Terror, and if you liked it, give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe where you'll know when our newest content comes out. Thank you as always, and we're going to try to get on another movie for you guys, because Halloween is quickly approaching, and we want to get as much horror things and Halloween things and scary things out there that we can. We may do some off things depending upon holidays, times of the month, say Thanksgiving or Christmas or Valentine's Day or whatever. We want to sort of kind of stick with that. But if you hadn't been able to tell thus far, we really are geared more towards the horror stuff. We do have some different things out there. But subscribe and like, and we appreciate you all. Peace.